Your Fairfield area weather forecast calling for sunshine today, high 78. Partly cloudy tonight, low 55. Partly sunny, 82 on Thursday. For Friday, chance for rain, high of 70. And for Saturday, sunshine and cooler with the high of 60. Overnight low 42. Yesterday's high was 77. Currently humidity at 97%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.14. Right now, sunshine. It's up to 46 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
K-O.
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 K-O. K-O.
He's here in the house. K-O.
You know, I have yet to receive my first royalty check from that song. What's the deal?
Well, you didn't write the song.
No. That was the morning show players.
That's right.
The not ready for, what is it? The not ready for public viewing players.
We call it not ready for drive time players.
That's right. Good morning.
Good
Welcome
morning
back.
to you and welcome. I'm back. I was gone for a day. I'm sure you missed me. Ken Odie's here. Ken and I were both at the city council meeting last night. That's must-see TV.
Yeah, why do we not live stream that, man? Come on.
I think
You
we
know
need to
what?
work on that.
That
I think
wouldn't be a
there's
bad idea.
demand there.
I think there would be, quite
Yeah.
honestly. Honestly. We're going to live stream the homecoming parade for the first time.
That's right.
On
It's
Thursday.
coming up Friday
By the way, I'm in that parade,
with the Bassett Brigade.
the Bassett Brigade.
And you know what you missed yesterday?
What did I mean? Oh,
Bassett Trivia.
Yeah, and I didn't even know some of the answers to that.
Gordy Toombs did
Brought
that just
For me.
you.
Oh, I hate I missed Gordy on that.
He also brought you in a couple of donuts, but
You get ahead and ate that for
yeah,
me?
we took care of those for you.
51, number 51 in the parade, but number 1 in your heart. That's what's going to happen on Friday.
Now, do you have a little monkey going behind you with a little
No, actually,
scooper, with a little scooper and a bucket?
No, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can get a teenager, and I've got a little wagon.
Yeah.
I'm going to have them walk behind us because one of those Bassets is going to poop out before the end of that parade. And I need something.
Is that
to cart
literally
him.
or figuratively?
No, figuratively. They're going to poop out, so I got to have something to cart them. Well, let's take a look at what happened last night. I thought it was very interesting. I didn't really anticipate this. Did you have any sense that this was what was going to happen with the alcohol issue?
I knew the 4 that voted for were pretty solid, and I thought maybe they could swing one of the others. I don't know. Of all the stuff on the agenda last night, and it kind of turned out to be a nothing burger. You know,
I don't know. I thought it was,
there's a lot of, but I don't know.
I thought it was interesting from the standpoint that the mayor up front said, and tell me if I'm wrong, but he up front said we would have voted on this last month, but I decided that I really didn't want us to do it.
He was pretty passionate. He gave an impassioned plea that he was against expanded liquor sales and against marijuana sales.
So does that mean we don't know how that's going to fall? If that's 4-4, then it means
No
there
idea.
will be no. Yeah, their choices are to ignore it and let people come in and sell it and not pay taxes,
Right.
or to
Prohibit.
prohibit it, which is what I understood the mayor to say. He was for prohibiting it,
Yep.
or
Tax it
tax it.
and zone it.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Well, I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, you leave one of those three out of the equation, and ignore. You either prohibit it or vote to allow it and tax it.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
One or the other.
I don't think you can
can't
ignore
just-
it.
I don't think you
no,
can just
because it'd
ignore it.
attract people then.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have a counter. The other thing I thought was the whole Atkinson Forest thing. You essentially had it stated by one of the council members, and I think confirmed by the mayor, that the park wants nothing to do with this at this point.
Well, they have their own. I mean, they're trying to find people to golf. Trying to find a greenskeeper at the golf course. They've got a lot of stuff going on.
They're broke. And what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I watched the council raise the amount of money that I spend so that they could hire a new person to pick up sticks in town. But in this instance, they're talking about going out and doing maintenance. They now can find the time for a few hours a week to go out and work in the forest. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm kind of lost on this.
Maybe that will be part of the new person's job that we hired to pick up sticks. Maybe that will be part of his job description.
Could be. Could be. I don't know. That
don't
might
know.
explain it. But all the interesting, it was a shorter meeting than I thought it was going to be with like
I
10
agree.
items. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
And the zoning request, that was an interesting conversation.
Yes.
And I think, do I think it's needed? Absolutely.
There's no place to stay in
There's
town.
not.
They
Well,
need a new-
outside of the bed and breakfast.
They need a new designation, however, that isn't as radical as either
Yes.
your commercial or your residential. What they were saying was the only way to do this is to make this into a commercial place so that if something happened to this Airbnb, it could become a garage or a drive-in. If I'm in that neighborhood, I don't want that to happen.
Well, you zone it to allow for,
Yeah.
not
They-
necessarily hotels, but
They have to have a new designation.
yeah.
I think that's what they're going to go away and work.
I agree. I think they'll accommodate
By
it.
the way, this week we had Eddie Munster here. I mean, you're here. I mean, you're sitting right where Eddie would have sat if he would have been here.
You're
Except for-
sitting. The camera is placed right where Eddie's picture was.
Yes. Got another big star today.
We do.
Yeah, calling in on the phone. We have, and here's what we're going to do. If you can identify this 1960s
By his voice.
television star by his voice, I'm going to give you 4 tickets to the big Illinois-Michigan game that's going to happen in Champaign on Saturday. If you can identify, and go ahead, put him on the air.
Okay. Hello?
Well, good morning. Well, by the way, I loved you in your program. I thought you played it wonderfully.
I wonder how many channels were on the TV when you were changing the channel.
Well,
He's pretty forthright.
Yes,
he is.
He's
Man.
willing to. All you got to do is identify that 1960s television star. I'll give you 4 tickets to Illinois, Michigan.
All right.
Call in.
842-3715.
Do we have to have first and last name? I think we should.
Yeah, I think
so,
yeah,
too.
we have to have first and last name for that 1960s.
We're going to go ahead and put you on
television star.
We're going to put you on hold, my friend. Thank you for calling in, though. We know you're very busy, and we're glad that you called in to be a part of our program.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you know the name of that 1960s television star, you can call in. By the way, I found out we'll give you 4 tickets to Michigan, Illinois, which would be a real close one in the first 3 minutes. Then
Maybe not even that.
That's.
long.
I think it's an 11 o'clock start.
Yeah, it is an 11 o'clock start.
By the way, I got a new lineup on my New Wave cable.
Oh yeah.
Guess what I got for free?
Yeah.
C-SPAN 3.
What? I've never even heard of that channel.
Boring.
It's right next. It's right next to ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hey, could that voice be Arnold Ziffel?
Arnold
The one and
Ziffel,
only.
you got it. He's here
All
on the
right.
air with us. And who are we talking to?
Bill Arthur.
All right, Bill.
Bill, you got 4 tickets. You can do what you want to with them, but we're going to have them at the front desk. You know where we are, don't you, Bill?
Oh, I think I can find it.
All right.
You're still east of town.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing well, Bill.
Beg your pardon?
I said I hope you're doing well.
Oh, yes, I am. Thank
Well,
you
good.
very much.
Not a problem. God bless you. Talk to you
you.
later, my friend.
Oh.
All right. Take care.
So Arnold Ziffel.
Arnold Ziffel
Yeah.
here
By-
on the program,
by
the big
way,
program.
I saw a post on Facebook last night. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm sitting there and scrolling through Facebook, and I see this post. If you have a pig wearing an orange collar,
I saw that.
it's running northeast down Epworth.
Arnold was in town,
Apparently so.
I don't know if it was Arnold.
running free in Fairfield,
Maybe been his agent.
Wearing an orange collar.
looking for cheap booze.
Yeah. The invasion of the hooved species.
Well, there you go. Let's see if there was anything else that was on my mind. No, I don't think so. I think we should go right to the bucket of bunk.
Ba 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 bucket of bunk. Ba 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 bucket of bunk. Bucket of bunk. The bucket of bunk. Oh, bucket of bunk. You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling for the buck.
You gotta love it.
Yeah.
You gotta love right here on the Big Show.
That's right.
That kind of entertainment, that kind of talent.
What do we got today?
John Lennon would be 80 today.
All right.
Only one problem: he's dead.
There he is.
Yeah.
Died 39 years ago.
Doesn't his son Sean have a birthday today?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly the
okay,
same.
yeah.
He did same birthday. Exactly, you're right. His songwriting partnership with Paul McCartney remains the most successful of all time.
Legendary.
1957, he started the Quarrymen, which evolved into the Beatles. Moved to New York City in 1971. The Nixon administration tried unsuccessfully for 3 years to get him deported because he was against the Vietnam War. Shot outside his Manhattan apartment.
I think there were plenty of people who were against the Vietnam War that had registered for the draft that would have been happy to have been deported.
True. Some deported themselves to Canada.
That's true.
His Double Fantasy album came out 3 weeks after he was killed.
Oh, yeah.
I remember watching
What a
Monday
great
Night,
album, though. Man.
Monday Night Football and having Howard Cosell
Howard Cosell.
say that Lennon had been shot.
Yep.
Between 1968 and 72, he produced a dozen records with Yoko Ono, his wife.
Uh-huh.
Give Peace a Chance,
Well, she had quite the voice, didn't she?
Instant Karma, Imagine.
Well, just think. Voice doubles. Yoko Ono, Roseanne Barr.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know.
He had a strained relationship with his first son. He was married to Cynthia and had Julian Lennon. Then he had Sean with
Yoko.
He had a strained relationship with Julian, and Julian got next to nothing in the will.
Really?
Next to nothing. So that strained relationship obviously
Yeah.
went on to the will. Jackson Browne, 71 today. It's hard to believe he's 71. He gave us The Pretender, Running on Empty, Lawyers in Love, Doctor My Eyes. He co-wrote Take It Easy for the Eagles.
So he was performing with the Eagles for a while when
Yeah.
Glenn Frey passed.
That's right. 2004 made it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In 1966, he started with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. That was his first
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, he did. And he's the guy responsible for this lyric. Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, I'm such a fine sight to see. Glenn Frey was having a problem, couldn't figure out what to do with the next line. Jackson Browne provided it.
I have friends who have went to Winslow, Arizona to stand on a corner and somebody take their picture.
I think there's a statue there.
I
There
think,
is?
I think there's at one of the corners there's a flatbed Ford parked
Yep.
permanently, and you can take your picture standing
I
in
agree.
a flatbed Ford.
That's what I've heard. Married twice, he dated Daryl Hannah for quite a period of time.
Uh-huh.
The other person we have on the birthdays, Scott Bakula. How does that name ring for you?
He was in a pretty popular 80s TV show.
He was in
think of the name
Quantum
of it.
Leap.
Quantum Leap, that's what I'm...
He also was captain in the Star Trek Enterprise. He was Star Trek Enterprise was the name of it. And he's now in NCIS New Orleans.
Okay.
Nolans.
He was born in St. Louis, Missouri.
Really?
He's 64 today. Now lives in L.A. He made his Broadway debut in 1976 playing Jolton Joe DiMaggio in the production of Marilyn, An American Fable. That's how he got his start. He's got had one time or another, one wife or another, 2 wives, 4 kids. On this date in 1858, mail service via stagecoach between San Francisco and St. Louis. Now it's between Fairfield and St. Louis. 1876, Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Watson made their longest telephone call to date. It was 2 miles. 2 miles on the
You know
phone.
what he said to him? Have you checked on your car's warranty lately?
Your Google listing is just about out of date.
1919, the Cincinnati Reds won the World Series.
Were they the Reds or the Red Leggings
Legs.
at the time, weren't they?
The Red Legs.
Okay.
The win would have been would be later tainted because 8 Chicago White Sox were charged with throwing the game. The incident became known as the Black Sox scandal.
Yep.
Aviator Laura Ingalls in 1930 landed in Glendale, California to complete the first solo transcontinental flight across the United States.
I thought she landed on Little House on the Prairie.
That's where she went
Somewhere
immediately
in
after.
Minnesota. That's what I was thinking. Is that the same Laura Ingalls?
Not the same.
Okay.
But good point. You went where I was going to go. 1946, the first electric blanket went on sale. That's good to know. You don't want to be, out in a rainstorm with that.
Or bedwetter.
That's a problem too. 1983, Helen Moss joined the Brownies at the age of 83. She became the oldest person to become a Brownie.
Okay.
That's what they call me over in Vincennes.
Brownie.
I don't want to go there.
Thought they called you Dreethy.
No, they don't. 1986, Joan Rivers debuted her new The Late Show on the Fox Network. It ended her relationship with Johnny Carson. They never spoke again.
Oh, yeah.
2003, Queen Elizabeth knighted Roger Moore.
007.
Gave him
Yep.
the knighthood. In 1959, Bobby Darin became the youngest performer to ever headline the Sands Hotel's Copa Room. He was 23. And in 1967, Doc Severinsen replaced Skitch Henderson as the musical director of The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. Our question...
How do you get the name Skitch?
Skitch.
I don't know what his first name was.
I mean,
I don't know.
somebody just,
Google that.
yeah.
We'll have to during the break.
Yeah.
But we have a question of the day as provided by the great provocateur, Ken Odie. And the question was, will Fairfield ever have another industry with over 200 jobs? A provocative question that got over, my goodness, 370 votes. We'll tell you the answer after we come back on Morning Coffee.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused.
This is Kathy from the Willow Tree in downtown Fairfield, and we are celebrating Moonlight Madness on Thursday, October 10th from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. Our fall items will be 20% off that day only. Come and enjoy the delicious snacks we will be serving and register for our fall display, which we will be giving away that evening. Brides-to-be, don't forget about our popular bridal registry. See you at the Willow Tree in downtown Fairfield on Thursday, October 10th for Moonlight Madness.
There's nothing better than helping a family find the home of their dreams. It is more than just a mortgage, it's about helping people. Hi, this is Sarah Mole, mortgage originator for People's National Bank. We pride ourselves on providing quality products and services to meet the banking needs for the people that work and live right here. Since 1909, our focus continues on you, our customers. People's National Bank, it's our people that make a difference. Since 1909, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's one of the best times of the year. Changing of the seasons. The Carnaby girls are offering the best looks in all the color palettes you love. New multiples offering the full shades. And new softwares, the cool shades. They provide you with an expert assistant and getting the look that is best for you. Mark your calendars for Thursday, October 10th, Moonlight Madness. Be watching their Facebook page for all of the fun specials, including Pack Your Bags, Brighton promotion. It's awesome. Open late on Thursdays until 5 on Saturdays.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Charles de Gaulle died at 79? Lieutenant William Calley went on trial for the massacre of Vietnamese civilians at My Lai. Johnny Bench and Boog Powell were picked as baseball's MVPs. Stanford's Jim Plunkett won the Heisman Trophy. In pro football, Tom Dempsey boldly kicked from where no man had scored before.
It's good! The field goal attempt was good from 63 yards away!
And this is what the radio was playing.
One less bell to answer.
Are the good times you know how to say you love me. 5, 10, 15, 20. Help us, I'll be there to share the land. No matter what you are. Does everybody really know what time it is? After midnight. Stone love going down the story. Tears of a clown. I got a little home.
Okay, when did we first hear all this? The answer and a piece of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
High school volleyball Thursday on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com as the Mules host Hamilton County and Black Diamond Conference play. Our broadcast just ahead of 7 p.m. Thursday with pregame information. Mules volleyball is brought to you in part by Carter Trucking, Lamons Chrysler Center, the Fairfield Banking Company, and Amber Marie's. It's the Mules and Foxes in high school volleyball this Thursday just before 7 on WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com.
This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Good call on McDonald's for lunch.
Yeah, let's eat.
Okay, we have the oh yeah for me.
Can you hand me my
Yep, and here are a couple of woot-woots to share.
I love my woohoo!
Oh, sounds like Stacy went to McDonald's too.
A delicious meal is in the bag at McDonald's. Grab a $2 bundle like a McDouble and small fries or a McChicken and small fries. Price and participation may vary.
Here's what's going on, brought to you by Rhodes Collision. Rhodes Collision Body Shop is a complete auto body repair shop. Owner Dustin Hooper also offers detailing and spray-in bed liners of the highest quality. Remember, all roads lead to Rhodes Collision. Here's what's going on Friday, October the 11th. The Mill Shoals Ruritan Club will be having a fall fish fry starting at 4 o'clock. They'll be serving fried fish, Norma's Famous Hush Puppies, baked beans, and coleslaw. The cost is by donation. Everyone is welcome. The Johnsonville United Methodist Church will be having their annual harvest party on Saturday, October 12th at the Johnsonville Ruritan Building. It starts at 5. There'll be free soup, hot dogs, and dessert with bingo, games, and crafts available as well. And the Wayne County Historical Society and the Fairfield Banking Company are co-sponsoring a classic car, truck, and motorcycle show on Saturday, October 12th at the Hannah House Museum in Fairfield. Registration will be at 9:30, and donations to the Wayne County Historical Society will be accepted.
All right, question of the day this morning.
I love the NBC News theme, as provided by the Fairfield City Band.
Yes.
Oh my, lots and lots of votes. The question, will Fairfield ever have another industry with over 200 jobs? And I would say there's not a lot of positive vibe on that. 311 no, 59 yes.
And, you know, as you look at industry and, you know, industries that are coming into other communities, you don't see a lot of industries with 200 jobs moving to any one particular place.
No,
it's
don't.
moving more toward the smaller industries, 100, 75 employees, something like that.
Yeah, I would rather have 3 industries that had 100 people than one that had 300.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it helps.
Right.
Diversified.
Yep.
And Tom brought up an interesting point. Who do you blame? Do you blame the state of Illinois or do you blame the city of Fairfield?
Well, that's where our folks went. This was Daniel. He says, I don't think anything will ever change. Many factories have wanted to come to Fairfield, mostly attracted to the close proximity to the interstate. Caterpillar, John Deere, Hella, and NAL. Airtex and the Bright Fairfield City Council are responsible for those falling through. I guess Fairfield shouldn't have been electing retired Airtex presidents as mayors over the last 30 years. How many
There wasn't an Airtex president.
I don't think that's the case at all.
Mayor Bora was an
plant supervisor, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a plant superintendent.
Anyway, Dana says, I agree with what many others have said. The state, not Fairfield, makes it difficult to attract new business. So, I mean, there you go. Right there, they've already gone down the road of... Nate says, give a business a reason to come here. We definitely have the ability on the infrastructure part, but the aesthetics aren't there. Along with a growing drug problem, first time anybody's injected that into this. Injected, did you notice? And a dramatic increase in crime. I love Fairfield, but things need to change. Business owners put all these aspects into consideration before moving their business. We should roll out the red carpet to any prospects. Bruce says, yes, we will have an over 200-person plant, but only if we all work together to clean up our town so that it will present a good, clean image to someone looking to move here. That was happening last night in the city
It did.
council.
You got two properties, and I don't think people realize there's no magic wand here that you go up to a property and wave it and it disappears.
Yeah, you can't. The city can't go up and
No.
say, you know what, you need to clean up your property, and
That,
they jump up and go, oh,
exactly.
okay,
That
I
mess
sure
there
will.
on North First Street in the 200 block. It used to be an old house that was considered a dangerous building. They tore it down.
They just left it in a pile.
Now it's an unsightly property. So currently is in court.
Mm-hmm.
So things are happening
There's
that people
process.
don't realize, But and I think they're going to appropriate monies in each when they have the appropriations to maybe tear down one or two properties a year.
Pamela thinks like you, Ken. With technology and changes in manufacturing, it is unlikely to have many 200-plus employees. Why not attract 10 companies that employ 20? Same net jobs. Mike says businesses don't come to Illinois. Beverly says, think positively. If you think not, probably won't come to you. Eddie says it has more to do with the state keeping jobs away.
Is that Eddie Munster?
No, Eddie had no comment concerning Fairfield. He had no idea where Fairfield was, quite honestly.
He knew where Greenville was, though.
Because he did a wedding there. And the Dragula.
The
Dragula.
Yeah.
He had that, and he married a niece
of Walt Townsend.
Yeah, the 6 degrees of Walt Townsend. So there you go. There's your question of the day. Overall, a downer.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
I don't know. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of all the Fairfield bashing and, well, it's dirty. There's a lot of positive things
Absolutely.
in our community, and why can't we just capitalize on them and build on them and go from there?
As someone
too much negativity.
As someone who moved in from outside, there are a lot of very nice, well-kept
Yes,
properties
there are.
in Fairfield. There's just a handful that aren't.
You and I,
but there are a lot of very nice,
and I
well-kept properties.
Both chose to come here.
Yes.
We both chose to commit our lives to here.
Yep.
And we did it for a reason. I did it because I this is where I wanted to retire. This is where I wanted to be.
Yep.
And
Fairfield is not going to be like it was 25 or 30 years ago. Go to Walmart and sit there in your car.
And it will never be like it was.
And look at the people going in and out of there, and you tell me who they are. I don't know them.
No.
I've lived here most of my life. I don't know these people.
Last night we had a discussion about Airbnb. Explain what an Airbnb is.
Basically, where you take your home, and if you're away for the weekend, you rent it to someone who stays at your home for the weekend.
You put it online, right, and say...
I think so, yeah. You put it online.
You have an opportunity to come here and stay for the weekend. So there was a house in the 400 block of West Center. People own the house, and they don't live there, and they want to use it as an Airbnb. And there was
But their plan is to move there once their kids are out of high school.
So anyway, interesting how that... But now I've got another opportunity for you. If you wondered what it is inside the Goodyear blimp, what it looks like, now you can not only tour inside, you can rent it through Airbnb.
The Goodyear blimp.
There's a number of booking opportunities for one-night stays inside the blimp in its Ohio hangar through Airbnb's promotion honoring the 150th anniversary of college football.
So this is not a situation where, you know, you can travel around in the blimp. It's going to be moored.
Do they use those anymore?
Sure they do.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I thought they were going to ground them all.
No.
I don't think they necessarily have the Goodyear blimp anymore. I mean,
This is the Goodyear blimp.
Okay, this is the Goodyear blimp.
Yep.
Okay.
Chief pilot Jerry Hissam. It'll cost you $150 per night.
That's it?
Plus taxes and fees.
Is that for two people?
No, it
Just
says
one?
I guess that's for one.
Okay.
Anyway, unfortunately, guests won't have the opportunity to take a ride in the blimp. They can just spend the night in the
They can
blimp.
just hang out in the blimp. Okay.
I don't know why
Aren't they
you'd wanna
filled
do
with
that.
helium?
No.
No.
I think the Hindenburg was.
Oh,
I think it was
hydrogen.
Yeah,
They're
I think it
filled
was an
with
error
hydrogen.
on their part.
Okay.
Oh, the misery, the humility.
The agony.
Yeah. South Park creators have offered a sarcastic apology. They've been involved in the same sort of thing
In the
as
China
the NBA.
thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Creators of South Park out with a sarcastic apology to China. The two creators offered a tongue-in-cheek apology Monday after the People's Republic banned episodes, clips, and online discussions of the animated series that mocked the country. Last week's episode, Banned in China.
I didn't know South Park was still on.
Oh, yeah.
Never watched it.
I did not
Probably
know
never
that.
will.
Like the NBA, we welcome the Chinese censors into our homes and into our hearts. After a few more digs, it wound up with, we good now, China?
Yeah.
So this whole NBA, people that embrace, and there are plenty that embrace socialism, how many more examples do you have to have that you don't have an opinion? This is the ultimate socialistic society, China. There's no opinions wanted or are needed. In fact, they're banned.
Well,
So,
If they cut off South Park, imagine what they could do to books or other media.
Yeah.
well, and
Or
the
talk
next-
or talk shows.
Oh my! We might be banned in China. A Connecticut man has the perfect pumpkin for a giant jack-o'-lantern. That's easy for you to say. At the New England Giant Pump Way Off in Topsville, Massachusetts, Alex Noel brought in a gourd that tipped the scales at 2,300 pounds.
That's a lot of
big
pumpkin.
That's a lot of pumpkin
That's
pies.
over a ton of pumpkin. 2,300. The claim belongs to a Belgian man. He had one that was a little over 2,600. That's not the biggest pumpkin ever.
Really?
In fact, no.
How long do you have to let a pumpkin like that grow? Does it mean just regular grow? Do you feed it Miracle Grow? I mean, steroids, you know?
They have
Jet
one
fuel
plant
coffee.
and they take everything else off the plant, so all the nutrients go to this one gourd.
Is it like one of the the Kobe beef from Japan? Is it like a Kobe pumpkin type of thing? You got to massage it and talk to it so it'll grow healthy and stuff.
You're a good pumpkin.
Got a recipe I'm going to try here in a couple of weeks.
What's that?
It's pig and a pumpkin.
Pig and a pumpkin.
Yeah, you get a pumpkin, not a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, but a pumpkin pie pumpkin. They're different.
Right, they are.
Scrape out the inside, remove the lid, get you some pork shoulder, pork butt.
Right.
Cut it up into good-sized chunks, brown it,
Mm-hmm.
seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, and onions.
Mm-hmm.
Put it inside the pumpkin, put the lid on it, and bake it at 400 degrees for about 4 hours.
You're serious.
I am dead serious. And then you
And
also
what's the pumpkin do for it?
That's it. Arnold.
Arnold.
My apologies, Arnold.
You've
Not
really
you.
oh my! Arnold
you
is,
have upset him terribly.
he doesn't want to talk about the pork loin
I
and the
forgot,
shoulder.
you know,
That's for
I-
sure.
Cousin Porky, I'm sorry.
I had actually forgot he was on the phone.
Okay, well, let's hang up. Thank you, Arnold, for being with us this morning. Don't forget to let me tell you some of the other people that I've been talking to be a part of the show.
Oh, okay.
Some of them you suggested are no longer with us.
Really?
Epstein, gone.
Okay.
Juan Epstein, you remember him?
Yeah.
Epstein can't come to class today. Signed, Epstein's
Juan's
mother.
Yeah.
I've got a call into Burt Ward.
Holy shnikes, Batman.
Holy morning coffee, Batman.
Oh, I know another one. The Big Ragu.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Carmine Ragusa from
Ragusa.
Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them people, those folks out there that go, WFIW? Yeah, I can do that.
Where are you?
Fairfield, Illinois.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
but half an hour? You need an hour. I got an hour on
Hey,
my hands.
I got the whole morning free if you want. If you need a guest DJ, I can come
I
in.
can
I
come
work
and do
for
that.
you,
Yeah,
you
listen.
know.
Sign some
I
things.
still say we need to get Mark Hamill. He's got connections in
Carmine.
Southern
Yeah,
Illinois.
I agree.
I saw him just.
He could land his Star Cruiser out here in the back.
Yep.
That's even cooler than the Dragula.
That's true.
Dragula. Chuck Barris cars were awesome. Batmobile.
Yes, they were. No doubt. Well, by the way, I just saw this. Scientists say owning a dog can help you live longer.
Okay.
You have a dog?
I do.
I know
Yeah,
your dog.
yeah.
I've seen your
We have a
dog.
Yeah.
I have two, so I'm going to live twice as long as both of you.
Okay.
Says that the American Heart Association looked into a study, evaluated the link between mortality and dog ownership. Scientists found dog owners were likely to live longer than those who don't have dogs and had a 24% risk reduction of death from any cause.
Okay.
Tell you what, I've had my hounds escape the backyard.
Yeah.
Running out into Route 45 is not good for mortality. I'm just telling you that.
No.
And they're not very good when it comes to seeing cars coming at them in 40
Isn't it
miles an hour.
amazing that
Ears are in the way,
dogs
right?
don't have a brain in their head whenever they're out in traffic? They just look around like,
No, they wandered right out. It doesn't. Well, of course
They don't
they've
know.
never been around it. They've been, they've been kept dogs. So, anyway, there was a gentleman that was passionate last night about the dog situation
Yes.
in Fairfield at City Council.
he was.
Holy moly! I don't know what to believe in all that. I'd talked to Chief Kalklaser, and that's not the story I got about what happened with the.
He said
pit
11.
bulls.
It's killed 11 cats.
Yeah, and they said it's still there's one with a broken leg still at loose. That's what he told us
The
at the
cat or
council.
the dog?
No, the dog. That's what he said. But
So these dogs are just loose, running around, huh?
well, one of them was taken to the Humane Society.
Okay.
That's confirmed by the police department, and that's what the gentleman said last night. But he said they didn't take all of the dogs there. There's still pit bulls out, and
The Humane Society was at capacity.
that's what he's. And we know that we've heard that before, that it's at capacity. That they still have a pen outside when it's this kind of weather that they can put them in. So I did a commentary about that. I have had more comments about that, giving me a rough time, disputing my understanding of the facts in that situation. But that was a viral social media post. It was like 380 posts, and it was on, I think, at Fairfield Talk, if I'm not mistaken, or was it Fairfield Neighborhood Watch?
It was one of the. I think it was on Neighborhood Watch.
And it branched off 8 different ways. But the fact was that there was an attack, and they mentioned that a local attorney had witnessed the attack as well last night. So I don't know exactly what to believe in all that.
All right.
So what do we've got?
Guys, let's. I have in my hand.
Yes.
A couple of tickets to the Wayne County Shrine Club dance.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Tell us about the dance.
Okay. It is Saturday night. Doors at the Elks Lodge. Doors open at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Band plays from 7 until 11 p.m.
Right.
There's food. Matt Kinney pulled pork
Oh,
barbecue,
my
and
God.
all the
Good stuff.
sides.
Matt Kinney, he's all right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
10:30.
He needs to keep practicing.
There's a drawing for a $100 giveaway.
Ooh.
Must be present to win. And there's also 50-50 raffles and some other type of stuff that you can buy raffle tickets for.
Because how are you going to give them away?
I don't know. Give me a suggestion. Just open up the phone lines.
I will have. I'll be there. I'll be having a live broadcast. I won't have a microphone or anything, but I'll be there.
Okay.
If you want to get a live broadcast, why?
We'll
I'm
get
your
it
bo-
from
I'm
you.
your boy.
Okay. I think what you need to do is call in with a suggestion as to who our next guest. I mean, we've had Eddie Munster, we've had Arnold Ziffel. Who next do you want to hear on these airwaves?
All right.
I'd be more than interesting to hear that. And who has the best suggestion in the next few minutes?
Yep.
We'll give the tickets
All
to.
right. 842-3715 is
obscure
the phone number to call.
An obscure star that would jump at the opportunity to be on these airwaves.
60s or 70s here.
There we go.
Let's go right to the phones. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, I was calling. Are you giving away the tickets?
Sure.
Who you'd like to see on the radio station?
Yes.
I think I'd like to hear from some of the candidates in the 109th district that's running for state rep.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Would you like to go to the Wayne County Shrine Club dinner and dance?
Yes,
All right.
I would.
Who are we speaking with?
Skip Stanley.
Skip Stanley? All right, Skip.
Yep.
We've got you a couple of tickets. Just run by the studios out here east of town to pick them up, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Skip, completely avoiding the way that we
That's
we were
okay.
going to do that, but we'll keep this for him.
We've got him a couple of tickets to the Wayne County Shrine
Nonetheless,
Club dance.
yes, because we're nice.
I got some more. So
Okay. We're still looking
we'll
for
we'll
some
do 'em
suggestions.
tomorrow, so
Oh, okay. That's fine. We'll do that. That's fine.
we'll take some more. Think about it, and if you can think of an obscure
That would be great.
TV character
Adam West
from
is
the,
out.
from
Adam
the
West is out.
60s or the 70s.
Maybe somebody from the Love Boat. I looked into the purser.
Gopher?
Grady.
Gopher.
Congressman Grady. He's the morning man on WMAL in Washington, so he's not available. Can you imagine? He got into radio. He stepped up.
He did step
from
up.
the Love Boat.
From the Love Boat. All right, trivia today. What do we got?
What's the topic, Glenn? Well, hold on a second. Well, while he takes a drink, I just want to mention that we have still the opportunity for you to buy $5, get you a $10 certificate at Jackie's Lunchbox. So it's half price there if you go to the Big Deal store on our webpage. Just click on Big Deals. And you're also looking for food. El Galito Mexican restaurant. That has the same deal. $10 gift certificate. You only pay $5 to be able to get this. El Galito is in Albion. It's on West Main in Albion.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, you looking for some furniture?
How about you, Bingers?
Half price.
I'm looking for a chair.
He's looking for a chair for in here because he doesn't like our chair. This is supposed to help you with your core strength. $100 gift certificate only cost you $50. So you get twice the value of what you're paying.
Heck of a deal.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
that is.
Questions?
All right. What
Trivia
do we got
today is from my dear friend and fellow Jeff alumni, Kurt Robbins. It's FFA trivia.
All right.
You're a Jeff Eagle?
I was. Hey, let me tell you something. Holden Smith, who is an officer on a newly commissioned submarine, the USS Oregon,
Yeah.
Jeff alumni.
Yeah.
Tim Tetrick, who just happened to have his picture on the front
Hall
of
of
a
Fame.
Wheaties box, Jeff alumni. Kurt Robbins, and then
Ken
there's me.
Odie.
And then there's me. So, there
Pretty
you go.
hefty
Boy,
group.
you are
Jeff Eagle.
you are treading in some pretty heady company there.
I don't think they'll let me on a nuclear submarine. My chances of being in the front of a Wheaties box are pretty limited.
I can just see him looking at your papers. You're
Hey,
from,
also
you're
7
from
on 7
Geef?
this weekend.
Yes.
Wayne County Law Enforcement has a team.
In what?
If Wayne County the 7 on 7 tournament, Wayne County Law Enforcement has a team.
Yeah.
If you can outrun a taser dart, then good luck.
That's one way to win.
You going to break away for that touchdown? Not happening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Question number 1. What year was National FFA founded? Number 2. What year did the Fairfield chapter charter? Number 3. How many state FFA officers has Fairfield had? Number 4.
That might be a dispute.
Who was the first Fairfield FFA member to earn the American FFA degree? Then that's the highest degree a member can earn. Who was the second to earn the American FFA degree? A long way apart. Who was the first female member of the Fairfield chapter? What are the official colors of the FFA?
Oh, I think I know that.
I know that.
Number 8, how many FFA jackets are manufactured each year?
Whoa.
Number 9, when was the jacket adopted as official dress? And number 10, besides Charlotte's Web, what other movie was an FFA jacket seen in?
By the way, Dr. Molt, also an Eagle.
That's right.
That's
exactly right.
Okay, another Jeff Eagle.
All right.
All right, we're going to take a break.
We'll be right back.
WFI, WFM, and Ultra Products are bringing back the popular Show Us Your Rack promotion. Now through December 31st, upload pictures of you and your buck to the Show Us Your Rack page at WFIWradio.com. The first 25 photos uploaded will receive a free t-shirt from Ultra Products in Fairfield. On Friday, January 3rd, one lucky hunter will be drawn from all the entries and win a Carbon Express Piledriver 390 crossbow valued at $400. Go to WFIWradio.com for complete details. Good luck, hunters.
Remember black and white TVs? Or 8-tracks? Or this? All of these, at one time or another, were the best. And then something better came along. Introducing Saltro Fungicide Seed Treatment. The seed treatment bringing SDS protection to the next level. By providing superior control of SDS without any of the stress shown in plants treated with other seed treatments like Alivo, Saltro is SDS protection. Upgraded. Talk to your retailer or seed dealer about upgrading to Saltro. Always read and follow label instructions.
High school football Friday on WOKZ 105.9 and online at network1sports.com as Edwards County plays at Fairfield. The broadcast 6:45 p.m. Friday with pregame information. Lions football is brought to you by United Mutual Insurance, Citizens National Bank, Fairfield Memorial Hospital, Fairfield Save-A-Lot, Albion Auto Parts, and Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler. It's the Lions and the Mules this Friday on WOKZ 105.9 and online at network1sports.com.
If you're hungry for some delicious Deep South barbecue, then go down to the Big Deal store at WFIWradio.com and purchase the $20 gift certificate for only $14.
Your Fairfield area weather forecast calling for sunshine today, high 78. Partly cloudy tonight, low 55. For tomorrow, partly sunny, high 82. Chance for rain for Friday's homecoming parade and homecoming football game, high of 70. For Saturday, sunshine and cooler, high 60. And for Sunday, sunshine with a high of 68. Overnight low was 42. Yesterday's high was 77. Currently, humidity is at 95%. Winds are calm, and the pressure at 30.14. Right now, sunshine, we've got 54 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation.
We're back. I just got this message from our correspondent in Edwards County, Albion Fire Department and Browns fighting a huge grain bin fire west of Albion at the Metcalf farm. I'll pass that along to our news.
Right there on Route 15.
That's pretty good news. Big news.
I think it's off the highway a little bit, but
I'll pass that along to Jeff so that he can follow up on it. Big fire, my friend. So, yep, I'll give it to you. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was distracted by the fire, by the breaking news. I probably needed breaking news theme before I did that. Either that or Arnold Ziffel introducing the whole thing.
Yeah. All right. FFA trivia this morning.
all right. Number one,
take it away.
What year was National FFA founded?
I'm going to say the teams.
I'm going to say 1921.
1928.
Oh, Jeff Vaughn. Boom
All right.
shakalaka.
Number 2, what year did the Fairfield chapter charter?
1932.
1938.
1929.
Shoo.
Man.
How many state FFA officers has Fairfield had?
All right. Now this has been a dispute. One is what the school says, but then we got some gentleman that was upset because he said he had been. They didn't have a state sponsor. You became the vice president. There was a dispute about that. But you're going to say one, right?
Yeah. Lane Harvey,
Harvey.
who is currently
Yeah.
the state VP.
Okay, well, I do that with the caveat that we understand.
Yes. A fine young man, by the way. Interesting guy to talk to. Number 4. Who was the first Fairfield FFA member to earn the American FFA degree, which is the highest degree a member can earn?
I'm going to go with Kurt Robbins.
Jeff Vaughn.
Nope. You're half right.
Oh, it's a Vaughn.
Or it's a Jeff.
Now think of your odds in Wayne County.
It's a Vaughn.
It's a Vaughn.
Which Vaughn?
Noel Vaughn.
Noel Vaughn?
1951.
Really?
Who was the second to earn the American FFA degree?
Boy, I couldn't figure the first. I don't know the second one.
You know him, you love him. Matt Rush, 2005.
All
That's a
right.
long way in between.
That is a long way in between.
Who was the first female member of the Fairfield chapter?
No.
You're looking at two guys that wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Mary John Lear.
Really?
Of Farmer's Daughter fame.
Son of a gun. Didn't know that. She
Heck,
listens
we
every morning.
didn't even have FFA at my high school.
You know, I turned on her Alexa,
Yeah.
play WFIW. I turned that on in Mary John's house again.
What are the official colors of the FFA?
Blue and yellow. Gold, okay.
You really need to be more specific.
Maize,
I'm sorry?
maize and gold.
National blue and corn gold, exactly.
This is Vaughn. He knows his FFA.
How many FFA jackets are manufactured each
Shapalaka.
year? This
Yeah.
this stunned me.
How many are made?
How many FFA jackets are manufactured
Well,
each
let's
year?
just turn to the expert. How many?
Yeah.
How many do you think it is, Jeff?
How many FFA
jackets,
jackets?
a year? Take a wild
2.1
guess.
million.
No, I'd say 100,000.
What? 50,000.
50,000.
Yeah. When was the jacket adopted as official dress?
Jeff?
33.
Oh, man.
If you get this one.
Vaughn.
Besides
Shakalaka.
Charlotte's Web, what other movie was an FFA jacket seen in?
Anybody out there? Because I don't have.
Forrest Gump.
Nope. Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon.
One of your all-time favorites.
Wow.
All right.
Well, thank you. That was great.
That was.
With lots of local folks involved.
FFA does a great job. Kurt does a great job with them, and
They're very active.
they sure are.
Oh, I just turned on Bruce Reese's Alexa. Alexa, continue to play WFIW on everybody's smart speakers.
That happened at council last night. Did you catch
Yes,
that?
the mayor turned on a Surrey.
Yeah, he was. I don't know what he's doing, what he said, but it kicked everybody's phone on.
I hate when that happens, especially when it comes on WFIW. Well, I think we've completely spent an hour, even though we've got 2 or 3 more minutes left. What's coming? I guess I'm going to cover the county board on Thursday night. What are they going to be talking about? They're going to be talking about the courthouse.
Air quality.
Yeah.
This could be very interesting.
Very well could be.
Did they actually get a study on the air quality at the courthouse? Or do we know?
Evidently, they have.
Well, then this could be very interesting because obviously, you remember the discussion about the possible People's National Bank building and the employees being upset about their health. I'll be there on Thursday night to be able to cover that for the radio station. In the meantime,
we've got volleyball tomorrow night.
All right.
Homecoming parade Friday afternoon.
On video as well.
Homecoming football game Friday night.
Right.
We're going to do the Volley for the Cure match
next Monday
at the Mule Barn Monday night. So it's a pretty busy next few days.
Busy sports schedule.
As far as the sports schedule and the other things that are
Mules
going on.
freshmen are at Harrisburg tomorrow night.
Yep, sure are.
That would be a good one, too.
I'm going too.
Oh,
What if
you
they'd
are?
let me ride the bus? Probably not. That probably wouldn't be
They're
appropriate.
gonna let you ride
would
the
it?
bus?
That probably wouldn't
Really?
be appropriate, would it?
All righty.
All right. Thank you, Kid Odie, KO, here on a Wednesday. Thank you for being here, and thanks for all you do for the radio station. We'll be back tomorrow, Mark.
We will.
Yep. Heck or high water.
Well, maybe.
Later. Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.